King Air 90 is the baby of the King Air family. It's also the first turboprop produced by Beech. King Airs are known to be hardy, tank-like. They're cool, but not in a, hey, look at me, I'm an Italian canard that for some reason still requires an elevator in the back. Oh no. It's a robust and versatile and outrageously popular, let's get down to business airplane. Beech built many versions of the King Air 90, including many military versions, unpressurized versions, and even a dedicated trainer. Today we're talking only about the common civilian models that are still around and available to buy today. First I'll tell you a bit about each version, and then we'll dive into the numbers, starting with the A90. It was the first revision of the original 90 and was mostly unchanged aside from switching the engine to the PT6A20. The B90 gross weight increased, control surfaces got a makeover, as did the pressurization system. Engines switched again to the PT6A21 for 550 horsepower per side. The first Charlie model received the air conditioner and pressurization system from the larger King Air 100. Maximum takeoff weight crept up 350 pounds, and the wings were stretched by nearly 5 feet in total to be just over 50 feet wide. The C91 got a 3-blade propeller, and the C90A got an airframe revamp. Prop sync was added, which helped the noise inside the cabin, and the C90B got 4 blade props. For the E90, Beech had a points card with Pratt & Whitney, and their next engine was free, so they went with the PT628. Gross weight was increased again to 10,100 pounds, and the fuel tanks grew by 90 gallons. Finally, Beech said, F it. Horsepower increased by 200 per side, for a total of 750 derated from the 850 that the Pratt & Whitney PT6A135 was capable of. The F90-1 was also 750 horsepower derated from 885. The gross weight was pushed all the way to 10,950 pounds, which is the highest of any King Air 90. Oh, also the flat thingy on the back of the plane was moved up to the top of the straight up thingy. Then Beech thought, what should we do next? Like any decision with multiple choices, the best bet is to pick C, and they did. C90 returned as the C90 GT with the PT6A135s for 750 horsepower. Around this time, Apple had taken over the world with their MP3 players and cell phones, and the popularity of the letter I increased by about 1,000 times, which is when the King Air 90 got its first glass cockpit. There was really no choice about what to call it. GTI, lowercase no less. The final King Air 90 version Beech would produce was the King Air 90 GTX. It had winglets. It climbed very well, and gross weight was back up a little, but not quite to F90 levels. Beech stopped making King Air 90s in 2021, but so far has committed to supporting them indefinitely. Ready to do some lines? Yeah, you are. Ooh, nice ones. Things gradually got faster over the years. The redesigned cowl helped, but adding hundreds of additional horsepower really helped. There's STCs available to add the redesigned cowls and the more powerful engines to older King Airs. It will give you the 270 knots, but getting both of those mods installed costs almost $1 million. Range doesn't vary much. With 4 people and a few bags, you can go over 1,000 nautical miles though. All King Air 90s are capable of actually filling the seats and the luggage areas, though not with full fuel. Cost to acquire the older models varies a lot depending on how much has been modded and flown. Aside from the bigger engines and cowls, other popular mods include strakes, winglets, wing lockers, various propellers, and avionics, including the G1000. Newer models come with most of this stuff as standard, plus they're newer, and so they all cost a lot. Hourly cost, based on about 300 hours per year, is basically the same across the board. Upgrades will cost extra, and crew is not included. As I've said before, at Complete Walkaround, we fly our own damn planes. King Air is an institution in the aviation world. Been around for a long time, and will be around for a long time to come. Though they don't make King Air 90s anymore, over 1,000 have been built, and there's always a handful for sale at any given time. They are well supported by the vast Textron network. King Airs are almost entirely out of reach for normal people, average people. Well, for me anyway. But if you can swing a King Air, the 90 is the most swingable. That's a King Air 90. Thank you for watching. See you in the next.